How many engines run at one time?
5. There's
5.
There's 5 independent lines.
Yeah.
The longest line is 450 feet.
Okay.
There's a little more than 2,000 foot of track out there.
Wow, that's great.
But these are some cars that go. We're in the process of putting a floor in the garage, so everything is stuffed in here.
Oh wow. So these run out there when
I switch them over every once in a while.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I don't use the same ones all the time.
Okay. Now
you might get it.
What gauge is this?
G scale.
G scale.
Yeah,
okay.
It's the outdoor, the miniature outdoor.
I think I saw this scale at the Strasburg Railroad. There's a building away from the railroad itself that sells stuff.
Camera on, I know what you're wearing.
I have the video on, but I'm not watching what I'm doing. What is your name, sir?
Bob Rowe.
Bob Rowe. Rowe is the name of the outfit. Bob Rowe.
Rowe Electric supports my
Bob,
hobby.
I'll tell you, this is. I have a nephew that's gung-ho trained, so that's why we took him on the train. And when he saw this, he was pretty excited. I said, you know, I gotta come back and. Do you have any special times when you run every year or something, like a Christmas or something?
They run automatic. When a big train goes by, when the signal goes off, mine go out.
Is that right?
When the signal stops, they stop.
Oh!
Now, they'll stop wherever they are on the track.
Cool.
So if you look at the trackage, there's some crossings, and inevitably there'll be 2 trains on the same crossing.
when do you set that up? Does it run on weekends?
Weekends.
Every weekend almost?
Yep, just about every weekend.
Oh my God. So all we'd have to do is check the schedule down there and sit up here waiting.
Or if you're bringing somebody special that you'd like to see, if I knew you were coming, I'm around, I'll run them. You know, but I'm not always around.
Okay.
I'm working over at the railroad.
Do you have an internet card, an internet address card? Because if we come by here again and I can get a hold of you like a week or 2 ahead of time and you're around, this would be fantastic.
I'm going to have to go upstairs and get cards. I have no more cards left to give me.
I'll tell you what, I can give you my card and you can send me an email.
Oh, okay.
I make web pages for something that I find interesting, which is this. So here's my card.
Oh, good.
The web page is on the top. My address is on the bottom. So if you send me your address, then I'll send you the link for any of these pictures that happen. They don't always turn out, but sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. Did you see our North Pole Express?
Are you associated with the railroad too?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we were on that special excursion that went to, was it Three Bridges? Three Bridges. That was a nice little run.
That's a nice little run, yeah.
Okay.
But this is our big...
Meet Santa.
Winter.
This is Claus, okay.
Yeah,
is 60 going to be running?
Yeah, 60. So they say right now, 60 is going to be running.
Because, you know, it was really funny. When I came by, a week or so before the excursion, and the wheels were all rusty, and I said, geez, I wonder if this thing's going to run. But I guess it only has to go a couple miles, and it's clean as the whistle, right?
Yeah, well, it's so work-intensive to run that. You have to coal it. We fill it with a garden hose, so we start Friday night filling it.
Oh, I'm sure.
It takes all Friday night to fill it.
Well, one time when my son was this little, we went to, where the heck were we? New Hope.
Oh, New Hope Ivy Lane?
We had a great education because they were just starting the engine starting the fire for the first time. So we went right up to it. Yep. And the first time he did something, I don't know whether we went forward, we were covered with soot. Head to foot, it was on our clothes, on our hair. It was blowing. All the stuff that was sitting there
was sitting in
the boiler.
They used it.
Yeah, we got it all. We couldn't even get it off when we went to the men's room.
No.
We couldn't wash it off. It was everywhere.
That's it.
And we learned we should never do that again.
Now we have to start the fire in there. If we're going to run it Saturday, we have to start the fire Friday afternoon, wood fire.
Okay.
And burn wood all night because we don't want steam up.
So
in the morning,
you don't
coaling it.
Oh, put coal. Okay, so you started with wood.
Pressure. Yeah,
okay.
Because you have to expand the pots and everything, you know.
Oh, you can't fire it up real hot right away.
No, you got to gradually bring it up to temperature.
Okay.
Same way cooling it down, you got to gradually cool it down.
Now,
So it's a lot of work.
if you run 2 days in a row, you just at night you just throw a little coal on it at night.
Yeah, just keep it so it don't create steam.
Does somebody have to come by every so many hours and throw some more coal on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what part do you play in the
railroad?
I
occasionally I'm a trainman, which
a conductor, engineer.
Well, under a conductor.
Conductor.
I'm the lowest level on the train.
Okay.
Trainman is the lowest.
Okay.
It's trainman, brakeman, conductor, and engineer. Excuse me 1 second. I think this is. Hello. Bye-bye.
Sometimes do you have the? I don't know if it's a 282 or a 284. Does that run sometimes?
It's a 28. It's a 282.
282.
The problem with them, I used to run them. One's an LGB and one is an Aristo. The problem I have, because it's outside, they have a tendency to fall off because they have a lot of
on the turns or just
levels.
in general.
And just in general, the wind will blow them off.
Oh, they're not really heavy then.
They're very heavy.
And they still fall off.
The wind can still blow them.
No kidding. Because they're so big. They're.
Yeah, and it blows the cars behind it.
Oh, and they pull. Yeah. Okay.
But they'll go around a couple times, and then the connecting rods will jam.
Okay.
Be stalled.
Okay.
I go over and twist the wheel, and she'll
run again for a while.
Jam.
So you don't want to run it and have to keep putzing around.
I love the damn things, and if you don't have the connecting rods on them, there's only two wheels that drive.
Doesn't look the same. Yeah.
Well, you don't have all the drives.
Yeah, right.
So it don't pull.
Right.
You put 3 or 4 cars on.
So which is your best engine of these other engines? Which one has the best pulling power and the most solid?
The best engine I have in here. Where is that white pass? Where's my white pass?
The what?
The white pass. Oh, right there. The white pass.
Oh, the white pass.
That diesel.
That's a good one, huh?
That's the engine I have. It's a 6.6. And it'll pull 18 coal cars.
Really?
And it pulls them up a 4 foot. It goes down 4 foot and comes up 4 foot.
Wow.
No, that's the best pulling engine I have. That's the nicest engine I have. Gives me the least amount of trouble.
And how?
The ones I have out there now are not too bad. Only the southern. I'll show you when I go out. The southern train. I bought that at a fair, a railroad fair. Whoever owned it originally must have saved the boxes because it was sold to me as new. I had all kind of trouble with it when I got it home. I bought the 2 engines. I think I paid $400 a piece for the engines, which was a good price. And he wanted $200 for the coaches. So I said, well, listen, I have to buy some transformers. I'll see what I have left. If I have enough left, I'll come back and get the coaches. So when I come back, I says, well, I don't have as much as I thought. He says, I'll let you have the coaches for $100 a piece. So I bought the coaches, the 3 coaches, thinking I got a good deal. I'm always having this trouble with them. They'll go about 3 or 4 feet and stop.
Huh.
The B engine is pushing the A engine, which is not supposed to be. So I said, I got to check this thing. I took it apart. One of the bearings on the drive gear was not even there.
Oh my.
Missing totally.
That would do it.
The wiring for the lights in the cars was connected on the trucks, but not inside.
Oh.
So somebody bought that.
But you figured it out. You're an electric company, right?
Well, yeah.
So that was no problem for you.
Well, for the lighting and stuff, but the bearing I couldn't get.
Yeah.
So I still have the problem with that, and I don't like running that car, that train.
So you can't steal it off of something else then, huh?
No.
Because they're special.
I've never ran my Pennsylvania train outside. I used to have them in a house. But they got too big for the basement. And just can't wait to get that one out there running. Because I think that'll perform beautifully.
And how long you been working on this project?
11 years it's been out.
And when you first
ends.
Well, yeah, I know. When it first started, it was just like one round small turn in the beginning. It started big. Pretty big. You're like a Northland Z guy, right?
Northlands, you're familiar with Northlands?
I've been in there.
Have you?
Yeah.
I wired Northlands.
Oh, you did?
I still own a part of it.
So you wired that big control room with all the meters and the controls and everything?
Yeah, most of them are artificial, they just for looks.
Oh, they're not? Oh, really? I thought each one of them was running a track.
Well, they do. They go out to a track, but a lot of his gauges and stuff are.
Oh, the gauges, but okay.
But the outside train, did you ever ride the outside train?
No, I didn't.
You never
Because
got a chance to ride
I'll
that?
tell you what, we were there so long ago they didn't have the outside train.
Oh.
We were there when they first opened.
Oh, okay, no. That was my train, that outside train. I laid all that rail.
It's still there?
Those buildings. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we'll have to check it out.
I sold that to him about 8 years ago. Took him 8 years to pay me out, and he did. And now he wants to buy my stock out. But he's not offering me.
Is he surviving? Are there a lot of people visiting that thing?
No, he's not surviving on the
building
itself. He's surviving on the cell tower. And
on the cell tower, yeah.
He used to make these war games, these computer games.
Oh, yeah?
The Greatest General and these...
That's how he made some money?
That's where he makes his money.
Okay.
And I think he's...
Because I saw the size of that building and I said, gee, you know, I mean, there's a lot of rent for that many square feet.
Yeah,
and I hope it doesn't quit, because when you go to it, it's just an amazing thing.
It's an amazing thing. It's truly amazing. He doesn't maintain it well anymore because he's kind of there by himself.
Yeah.
He sells you the ticket, and then he meets you at the thing to get your stuff.
He plays the organ. We were there when he played the organ.
Now he runs outside and runs the train around.
Oh, okay. So you you did most of the wiring then inside?
I wired the building. And
did you wire the supplies that ran the trains too, or just
the power, but not the lines from the transformers to the track?
No, but you ran up to the transformers. You wired.
Yeah, all the power wiring, lighting.
That pulls a lot of power too to run all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
It's, I think an 800 amp three-phase service.
Oh, really?
That's 2,400 amps.
That runs up the electric bill.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is. I'll tell you what. This is so great that I found you here, and you know, this is great.
Unfortunately, you came today, and just yesterday I took my big train. The Huntington Care Center, the old age home, has a fall festival.
Okay.
And they found out about my party train. It carries about 36 people. It's 50 foot long. It's 5 cars and an engine. And I run on the street.
Oh.
And usually I go through the neighborhood, pick up the kids. We go to town.
Well,
get ice cream.
my nephew lives out in Pennsylvania, so it's not going to be like an easy coordination. But you send me your email, I'll send you the web page, and then I'll try to find a time that you're running, a special or something. And I don't want to have a special deal for us. But if you're running something like you do something special at Christmas or something,
on the weekends,
you know, I will write to you and say, hey, you're going to be open this weekend and whatnot, and we would.
Well, make sure that I'm available.
He would, yeah. I wouldn't want to come without you.
You'll see what you see down at.
This is great. This is when we saw it from the train, our eyes really bulged out. You know, I said that's in somebody's. We couldn't tell. It looked like it was in somebody's front yard. I said, Liam, this is in his front yard.
Show you my son and I just built this.
Is this modeled after a particular place? No.
This was just our own idea.
What is that, hydraulic?
Electric.
Electric. Oh, man.
But I pressed all this out myself because I couldn't get colligation.
So you made it, oh, that's a lot of work.
It comes in a roll.
That's a lot of work. Oh,
I had to press a foot at a time.
And this is your current rolling stock.
Yep, this is the current.
This is so cool. I hope this video works, because I'm gonna put it on YouTube and I'll send you the link. Because I mean, there's a lot of people like this stuff. There really is. You know that.
Yeah,
you know that.
Let's see. I think it'll look probably better with the roof down when the door's open.
Electric motor. Look at that. Why, does that weigh a few pounds?
Oh, I had 4 of them in there before, smaller ones.
Yeah.
And it worked fine until I put the roof on it.
Okay.
And, well, not the metal, but the stone. It got too heavy.
Okay.
Burnt them out. I had to put the bigger ones in. If you hold the camera on the doors, I'll open the doors.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. So when it's time to run, you just open the doors and you can turn the engine, turn them on from there.
Yeah.
That is cool. See, I never thought about that. I just thought it was part of that's a working station.
Working train car.
This is so cool.
And you see, can you see where the tunnel starts, where the hole is?
Yeah, where it goes down?
Okay, it drops down there and drops down to that lower level.
Okay.
It comes around the mountain. And then it climbs back up to this level again.
Really?
It's a 4-foot drop.
Yeah. This is so cool.
And it looks neat because the coal train, the long one, goes around there. So the engine's on this side and the last coal car's still on that side.
Oh, it's still like a horseshoe curve deal. Yeah, okay. Well, look, Bob, I want to thank you so much for the tour.
You're welcome.
And I'm thrilled that we found it right off the bat. And I hope my video works because oh, this is the control panel,
I have to redo. I had a mimic board here before, and when I changed it, when I put these new transformers in, I had to cut the mimic board down. So
okay.
I never finished it.
All right, this is definitely neat. Do a little bit of a shop here for working on stuff.
Quick repairs.
Okay. Well, let me thank you again. This is a fantastic.
I'm
glad I found you, man. I'm glad I found you. All right. You have a good day, all right?
I hope the next time you come, my party train is back.
What's that?
I said, I hope the next time you come, my big train is back.
Okay.
I appreciate that, too. That's a fun train.
Well, I'll get a hold of you on the email, and then you tell me when the thing is right, and we'll see if we can get out here. So he lives out past Harrisburg, so he doesn't come out.
Ride,
It's a ride, but we'll definitely want to come and see this.
And at night, everything lights up.
Really? On every night, you mean?
Every night it automatically lights up. It's on timers. So all the towers, little red flashing lights.
They blink.
They blink.
Leave it to the electrical guy, right?
The trucks in the tank yard there.
Yeah.
I drilled the headlights out and put little lights
in.
So
Cool.
There's a coal tunnel down there where that one coal car is setting up.
Yeah.
Light down there in the tunnel. Every building down in the back lights up.
Oh, that all looks fantastic.
It does.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Day.
Okay, Bob, you too. Wow, that was great. I hope I can make a YouTube video. That would be splendid.